Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to build tour website. So here you can see the first look what we are going to build, and when we scroll down we can see most demanded destinations, and here is the beautiful cards. You can see with the different destinations like Dubai, Amazon rainforest, Alaska, and also we can see some hotels rooms, and we can see this is the testimonial and is the simple footers. That's pretty much we are going to build, and it is also responsive. So let's open our dev tool, and now we can see this is the fully responsive, and now it's looking like a wow. So let's build this one today, and so we are going to use Next.js Tailwind for that, and this is the simple navbar. So let's get start now. So let me open VS Code first. So this is our Next.js project I have created already, and this is the some basic setup. As you can see, this is the Tailwind setup, and here I have including some font. So let's go inside of layout.tsx, and here I am importing two fonts, enter and comment in front font, and this font I am using for title. As you can see here, this is the title, and here this is the title, so I am using that one, and some metadata like just a title, and here is our page.tsx, and here you can see data.index.ts, and here I have generated lots of static data that we will be used in our project. So let's start building. So let's open terminal. So I am going to run npm run dev, and now it's run our server. So let's wait for that, and let's open our localhost 3000, and here you can see our next tour, and here is the, let's go on the top. Let's start building this one, and now we have a white background, and here you can see this is the just shade of some white. So let's give some background color first. So go layout.tsx, and here we can give body color busy select 50, and now we can so it's not exactly same, I hope so. It 100, it's still not same, so let's give 200, and now it's exactly looking same. So let's create one component that is called navigation. So let's go inside of editor, and let's hide this one, and we can go here, and let's create one component folder, components, and here we can create navigation.tsx, and export function navigation, and it's return nav, and here let's give the class name. So this should be flex justify between item sentence, and give py6, and let's give one item, and let's copy our logo text. So next tour, and this is the icon, and here we can see we have a for nav links. So just create one constant. So here we can write nav items, and this will contain one title home, and second href just home, and we can give like that home, and we can copy it's 4 times. And this one should be about, and here should be places, here should be contact. And let's here we need to render one UL, and inside of we can give nav items dot map nav, and we can render one li, and li we have a give the key and key nav dot, we can also use title and every link, so we can use link, and we have a link in Next.js, so we can use Next.js link. And here we need to pass href, so we have already href, and here we can pass nav dot title. And let's go and see here, so we need to use this component, so we can use this one in layout.tsx, so we can, it's also accessible in our nesting pages if you want to create, so we can use directly navigations and explore component. And now we can see here is our all the list, and last one we have a one button, so let's create one button here. For now just give button, and here just you can give the login, and now we can see here is the button. Let's design this one first. So here we can see this is the when we hover and underline, and is the same access, so just we can give here flex and gap 6, and we can also give the style of our link, so text slate 600. However, we can make text black, and when hover we can also make underline, and we can also use underline offset 4. And now we can see here it's looking great. And let's give the our class name of button, so we can make px6 py 2.5 and bg pink 500 and rounded md and text white. So we have now pink button, and here we can see this is the center, all the content in the middle of the page. So let's create reusable component, and you can also use the Tailwind container, but here I am going to create reusable container component, and we can just wrap into it, and it's already make it center. So just create another component that is called container.tsx, and just export function container, and this is return div, and here we can give the class name. So we have to accept some classes. We can, whenever we need some modifications of the class, we can pass from the top. So here we can create one interface and container props, and here we can accept just only two things. First is children, and that is React node, and second one is the class name, and this is optional, and here we can give here a string, and we can use here, and we can like container props, and here children and class name. And here what we can do something like that, and we can use class name here. Children should be here, and we can give some classes. So let's wrap this whole component inside of container and just here. And now let's write, suppose here we can give max with 7xl, and now see effect. So it should be center, so we can use mx auto. So now we can see in a center. So this is the visual component. And also when we see in the mobile devices, is not looking good because we need to some give a spacing left and right. So just we can give px 4. So I think so it is looking good. And also we can make for in LG we can give it. So nice, it's looking quite good. And when it's go from LG, I think we don't need navigation. We can hide this nav list. So just make hidden, and LG should be flex. So now we can go top, and now it's hiding. And here we can see this is the difference style, and here is the looking very simple. So make it something like that. We can give here class name. Also we can use italic, but here we can see italic is not looking that much good. We are using here some transform properties. So first we need to give font bold and text excel, and here I am using skew 6, and we can give mana, so it's looking like a same. So we have created navigations. Now time to create these beautiful sections. So let's create another component, and let's cut it, and also this one too. And here we need to create hero.tsx, and let's export function hero and return div and hero, and we need to import inside of our main page. So just use here hero, and now let's go, our component is here. So let's go inside of hero component, and again we need to run inside of container. So this is our container, and here we are going to write everything. So this is the div, and let's give one paragraph first, and this paragraph has this focus, so this one, and another heading one we can give this discover your next adventure. So here is the discover your next adventure, and third paragraph we can use for this one. Okay, and another div we can use here to render our form. So let's give just form for now, and we can use another div item, and this is going to be our this hero image. So here is the 2 column layout. So just we need to make grid, and so first we use image tag, and next also have a one image, and we can use just src and here we can use public and hero.jpg. We don't need this public, and you can also give the alt text or mountain with ice, and here we can give width. I need, you can give whatever you like, and now 600. And now let's go, and here is the image. So let's go here and make container grid. So here we can just give grid, and now grid and grid call 2, and now here 2, and let's give padding 10 overall. So it's giving padding 10. And now I am going to here, and here just I'm going with some classes, and I am going to give padding y 10, and also I am going to md padding 20. So now this is the 20, and let's give some class name of this paragraph. So text pink 500 and font semi bold ml1 and text lg. So now it's little bit looking weird, and when we give the style it's look quite good. So let's give the heading a style. So here we can make text at excel and font bold and mb2, and we can use text balance. So always we have a text balance, and font we can use heading. So now here is our font, and now we have to give class name here, just text lg text let 600, and this is here, and here's the our image. So just give the class name here too. So make flex justify center, and now is center of the our one container. And also I'm going to give some class name of image. Here you can see this image is rounded, so we have to give. So here just we can give rounded md, and we can make width 80% of that container, and height should be full, and max height we can prevent 700 pixel, and object cover. Now it's looking quite good. So let's create form, and we need to create another. Here we can just give search form.tsx export function search form, and just return form, and let's we need to use inside of here. So let's use search form. So go to search form, and here we can create our form. So let's see our form. Here we can see this is the label and input, and this is the label and options, so and one button. So let's go here and create one group, and this div contain one label, and label here you can give the id like search, and there should be search, and we take one input, type text, placeholder search, and we can keep the some class name. So class name py2 outline none and border is select 100. We can use something like that. And now see here is our input and label. So let's give some style of the group. So flex call and gap 2. So now here is our search input, and let's take another copy of that. And now we have here destination and we can here give the id. Sorry, here we can give id search. So whenever click on the label is focus our input element, and here we need to use our option. So we can take select for that, and exactly same we have to use id, and id should be destination, and here we can give the class name exactly this one. So just copy and paste, and here we can take options. So option, and option has value, and we can make like India and copy 2 times. So just giving some, so Dubai, and here we can give America. So nice. And now we can see here is our this destination selects, and just copy another one. So we can just here, and here let's see duration. So just we can give here duration, and here we can use, now we can see 1 day, 2 days. So one day, here we can use 2 days, here we can use 4 days. Just a random value, you can give whatever you like. I'm just giving some random values. And one we have to give button, so here just take one button, and we can give search. So now here is see our button search, and let's give a style like this card, and also it overlapping this image. So just make it this one first. So we have to go inside of hero sections, and here we have to write class name like p4, and we can, I think we give p10 and rounded md and vg white. So let's see, and yeah, this is looking like cool. And here we can see this is the inner one horizontal form. So let's create that one and go inside of this, and just we have to here need to write grid and grid call 4, and here we can see, and we need to give some gap. So just here give gap 4. So now let's create button pink. So here we need to go here and class give busy pink 500, text white, and py4 rounded md. and here we can see this is the button. And so one I'm going to show one tricks, and we can use here we can see this is the occupied whole space from the bottom to top, so we can use some tricks here. So that is one trick is we can use minus margin. So whenever we use negative margin, like we have a inside here you can see we have padding p10, so just we need to give minus 10. Now we can see it's touching in the edge of this container. And also we can use my10. Now we can see it's look like here we can see we are using one icon, and here is note, let's install icon library. So just close the server for now, and just here npm I, so we can use lucid react icon library, and it will take a second, so let's wait for that. And now it's installed, so I'm going to run again dev server and just hide this one. And here we can use search lucidly, so search, and here, and we can give size 20, and let's refresh once. So here is the our icon. So let's make it, let's justify center, item center, and now yes, and make it flex column, and give gap 2. So it's looking nice, but now time to is make the overlap. So we need to use here. So again we are going to use negative margin. So let's give minus 50%. So we can also use 1/2. I hope so it will work. And now reload, and nothing working. So we can use directly 50%. So now we can see here it's negative, and we can make relative this one, so it's jump up the top. And now we can see it's looking exactly same, but when we can see this is the responsive, and we have created not responsive, so this should be responsive. So let's make it responsive first, and go to here, and let's keep here. So this is the responsive, and here we can first make font responsive. So here we need to add excel in lg, and after sm we can use 7xl, and other by default font we have to use 5xls. So now we can see this font is much responsive than before, and this is quite looking good. And make here, so md p10, and otherwise we can make 4 padding, and here we can get empty 10 rounded md, and this should be working. So here we can go, and so this is, and before that we have to make this one is enough like this, and we don't need to image in a smaller device, so just we can hide here. So we can write hidden and lg flex. So now we can see our image it doesn't show. So here should be empty 10. So now we can see it's quite looking good, and here is the some need to more, and it is overlapping. So just go inside of form, and I think so we are doing something. So here is the LG we need to. So and now it's looking cool. And when we go in MD, and here we can see when we go in MD is now become horizontal form, vertical form, sorry. So let's make that one first, and we have to go here, and we can do just here MD, and now it's looking quite good. And just here we have to do, if the MD just both, these both apply. So now it's quite good, it's looking nice. And here we can see we need to in a single line, so just we have to do one more thing, just make it MD column, and this one is looking not good. So what we can do, just go here, and here we are missing py4. Nice. So this is responsive now. So this is, I think, almost responsive, and now it's looking good. Yes. So this is hero sections we have created, and now time to go and we can create this beautiful section, most demanded destination. So let's give this. Okay, so let's create one another component. You can give the destination, or I am going to give the tours.tsx. So here is the function tours, and return one. Again we have to wrap inside a container, so it will be in middle. So here just write tours just for, and go inside of page.tsx, and here just use tours, and now we can go. Here we can see our text. So let's create. So first go to our tours components, and here we can use our, like, give some padding. So just give class name and py20, and here we can text s2, and we know what is our text. Just go here and copy this one. So copy and paste here, and here we can give the class name. So class name is text for Excel, font heading and font semi bold, and text should be in center. And we are going to take another paragraph, and we are going to use exactly this same paragraph and paste here, and we can also write class name, and text should be center, and we can get max width for Excel and MX auto, or yes, MX auto, and it should select 500 or maybe 600, and we can make empty too. And now we can go inside of here, and we can see here is our heading. And let's create our this beautiful list. So I have already data, as I showed in a starting of video. So here we can see I have some destination items, and ID, image, title, rating, period, and some prices, random prices. So let's create here one. We can also create UL, and you can create the both. So just UL, and this UL contain destination item dot map. So I am going to give destination and destination has one wrapper link. So if you want to create detail page, just redirect somewhere, and here I'm just giving destination.id, and key is also destination.id, and here I'm going to close this link, and here should be take one a div, and this div have contain two items. So first is going to be image, so image, and image we have a source destination dot image alt destination dot, we can use title and give width 420, height 400, and another we have going to create another div, and that contain two different div for this grouping of items. And now we can take one paragraph, and paragraph destinations dot title, and another paragraph, it's not paragraph, I think so, we have a one rating component. So let's leave for now, and we can build that one in few minutes. So let's take another div, and here we can use one class, and we can use destination dot price, and another destination dot period, and let's give the style first. So go here, it's not looking quite good. First here we can, so we have a 3 item each row. So first I am going to give class names here. So make the grid, and inside of a greater than sm, so we can create 2 card, so grid columns 2, and if enlarge device grid column 3, and gap should be 10 and 20 from top. Nice, it's looking great, but here is the image. Some images are height is different, so let's make some aspect ratio. So here we can give aspect, and here you can use directly value 16 divided by 10 and rounded md and overflow area. So when we see is maintaining our aspect ratio, and here we can go and give the class name. So widthful, heightful, object cover, so image, don't stretch it. So now this is cover, and here we can give some transition. So here we can see when we hover, it's little minor transition, and this come from bottom. So as you can see, this come from bottom. So let's make it group. Whenever we can hover on group, so just here, just you can use group, and here we can write that one. So transitions, so we are using on transform, just give and group hover. We can make a scale 110, and origin should be bottom, and duration should be 300, and now we can see it's exactly looking same. Yeah, let's make it this one. So go to here, and just here we need to create let's justify center, item center, and this should be text lg font semi bold, and here we can go this price should be font medium. and here just we can go and mix, select 600, and also here should be flex justify item, justify between item center, and now we can see here is the, and here should be between. Now this is looking great, and we need to add dollar sign here, so we can just use dollar for this one, and we need to create one rating component. So let's create one rating component, and that is very easy to create. So just go here and just create here rating dot tsx spot function rating, and just return our rating, and rating component accept the rate. So interface and props, and let's expect rate, and it should be a number. This is not optional, it's always expect. So rate, and here we can rating props, and just create one div, and here we can create array with the size of 5, and we can fill any value. So I am going to fill just a 0 and map it, and here we can give functions, and just we need to index, and here we just return one star icon from the lucid icon. So this is the, and here we need to give the key and key is index, and size, let's see first, and we need to import this one. So go here, and just we need to here, so just rating, and here we can pass our rate, and we have destination dot rating. So now here you can see this is our star. So let's make it in line. So first here we need to just create one, give flex, gap 2, and here we can give the size 14. It's look much better, and we need to fill the based on rating. So if the rating has 2 and 3, so we can show 3 yellow star, and other is some light salad gray. So just we have to give the class name conditionally, and we can make it. So just we have to write this one, and here we can write condition if the rate is less than index, or we can write rate is greater than index. We can use fill yellow 500, stroke yellow 500, otherwise let's see what happens now. Yeah, this is looking quite good, and otherwise we can stroke select, let's get 600, not looking quite good, 500, yeah, nice, and is looking quite good, and I hope so it is also responsive. And yes, this is responsive, and also maintaining the aspect ratio of the image. And one thing we forget, this little bit of margins and paddings, so let's give it. So go to here and two sections, and inside of our container we can give py2 and spy2. So now it's looking great. So this section is also completed. Next one is our hotels. This card is looking exactly same. You can create as one component, and here list title. We can also create the usual heading component. but I am going to just create another component called hotel.tsx, and you can refactor issue1, and here we can give hotels and return exactly something that same. So let's copy this one and let's modify inside of that. So just copy this hour and paste here, and we need to container exactly, and we also need to our heading, this is our hotels room, and third one some Lawrence text, so just paste here, and we need to here hotels, and we also need next link, and also we need next image, and also we need rating component. So, and we can just write here hotel and just replace destination with hotel and hotel, and b hotel doesn't have a period, so hotel does have some bed, and now we can see how it's looking. So when we go and we forget to import, so we can use here just hotels, and now this is hotel. We are not going, we can just need to show two cards, and you can show this triple card, and just we need to show two card in LG, just we don't need this one. So now it's two card. Okay, it's looking quite good, and just we need to some refactors here. You can see here is the icon and is the bid, and here is the guest and pricing from we need to add. So just title and rating is exactly same, and just need to refactor here. So just give here from hotel price, here we just use one icon, bid double icon from lucid icon, and we can give the size 20, and now it's looking great. And also we can create something like that, we can give the class name, or we can just make it flex now. So just here we can give and flex item center and gap 2. So let's see, yeah, looking quite good. Just copy this one and paste here, and we can here use user 2 icon, just user 2, and here I think so hotel capacity, and we can write here guest, and now 3 guest, 2 guest, and most of the data is random, so sometimes it's refreshed. You also see the effect when we see that the king is the middle, and here we can see this is the king, and this is the tricky thing we can do in the flexbox, and just make this paragraph as much as can take the space. So we can use flex 1, so it's pushed to the right of this one, and when we use this one, and just we can give the gap something like 2 4 6, let's give the 4, and now it's looking quite similar. So here, yes, it's looking quite similar. And third sections is our testimonial section, and it is looking pretty good, and let's see this is also responsive or not first. And now this is the responsive, and let's create another section is testimonial. So just go inside a component where we can create testimonial.tsx, export function testimonial, and just return, and we can also write inside of container and here give test, and just here we can import testimonial. Testimonial. So now to go testimonial, and we can give some padding from the bottom and top. So as always we can use that one, and S2, and exactly the same heading, just text is the different. So you can create the reusable component like container, and you can use everywhere for that. And so just paste here for now what the customer say, and now we can see here is the center. And now we can go create one div, and this div render, we can render testimonial. So testimonial from data and dot map, and let's see how data look: name, rating, descriptions, country, and image. So we can just here like testimonial, and we can create one div, and we can give the testimonial dot name, and here we can take one image, next image, and source would be testimonial dot image, and add testimonial dot name, and we can give width 100, height 100, and class 16. So 4 RAM and height 4 RAM, and rounded should be full. Object cover, and leave it for now, and we can give, and it's couldn't be shrink out. So nice, and create div, and here we can see the image is not look like perfect. For now let's leave it, and here we need to another two divs. First I am going to take one div, and this div contain another div, and this div contain two paragraph. First is testimonial dot name, and second paragraph contain testimonial dot country, and here we can give class name text select 400, and so yes, this is our name, and this is the image, and after that we can use here one rating component. So this is the rating, and we know just we need to pass like testimonial dot rating. Nice, and now we can see we have a rating component, and in this after div we can take another paragraph, and this paragraph has a testimonial descriptions, and see this is our, let's create like this one. So just we have to here go and make it flex, and flex call md flex row in, and in md we can also make flex wrap, and justify center gap 6 empty 20, and go here, and this is looking not quite good, it's taking all these spaces, and image also is shrinking out. So go here, and first I'm going to give here object cover. So object cover now I hope images look quite good. Nice. So here should be height 16, Yes, now image is looking quite good. And let's keep the container weight. So first I'm going to make a busy white of the container and p6 and rounded md and flex guy 4, and now it's looking quite good, but we need to show two card in one column. We can use grid, but grids we can use the some like column a column span, so we don't want to need, and just we can use here the some width with the calculate value. So we can give the calc and we can use 50%, and it won't work. Now we can see this won't work because we have also gap, so we need to remove that gap. Just we need to do 24 pixels, and I hope it should be work. And it's not working because we forget to see, and it's looking quite good. And we need to make it flex, so a star should be look here. So go here and this one, so here yes, we have to make this flex item justify between. So now item is there, and when we go in the smaller device it should be, so just go here and we can make it md. So nothing happening, and in md it's looking like this one. Yes, quite good. And this section is also completed, and now we can create footer. So let's close all the things and just create one footer .tsx export function footer, and we have to return footer, and inside of footer just give some class. Here we can use pt20 mt20 and bc select 700, and also we can use the container, so our content should be in middle, and we can create two divs. First contain one for left, second one is for right. So here we can write one div directly, and here we can write next tour, so we can also take from there just a simple this and next tour this ones, and give some class name. So text lg text white, and here we can see we need to use that, so we can also use this one. So it also we can share all the nested pages if we have. So now here we can see our is the tour. Now this is the logo, and just take one paragraph and we can copy our headline, this one, and also you can use this one. Just I am giving some text, and here we can make text let 400 mxwsm. So now we can go down, and here is looking like this one, and one is div and second another div, this one, and here we can also take one div. Here should be contact, and exactly same class. Just copy and paste here, and we can take paragraph, and just we can give here mile number here, and 1 2 3 and some random digit, and here we can give the text select 400 just, and also one take link tag link, and we can give email next tour @mail.com, just a random mail, and you can here just you can give the mail to and abc, yeah, next tour @mail.com, and you can also give the class name text let 400 and should be underlined. So now go and here you can see, and we can make it a class like flex call, and md we can make flex row gap 10 and justify between. So now it's looking like this one, and I hope justify between is something missing. Now it's quite good, and just we have to give one another text is you can also keep outside of the container and directly. So let's go here and just copy this one, and we can paste here, and it should be bottom. So now here is the text, and give some class name. So just text center, and it should be text or small to text sn, and text let 500 8020 bb4. So here is our text, and this should be also responsive because we have used the flex technique here. And now we have created our fully responsive tour website, and it is looking like wow, and you can use and you can create your own Next tour website. So I hope you learned something new. If you don't subscribe yet, please subscribe this channel, and I will meet you in next one. Bye.